Hi, good morning, all of you. I'm really sorry I got delayed. I somehow my camera was not connecting with um, this live stream. So let's get started. I hope you have. I don't know if you have. I hope you have tried to paint this shell. If you have tried, I would love to see your paintings. I would love to see what how you have done it. And if you have any questions, or if you want to even do something else on your own, you are most welcome to put your works in the group, and I will be happy to help. So let's get started. So till last time we had done some work. See, as I am building up the layers on this shell, it's becoming like the shine is coming onto the shell. So without putting without adding darks, like we need darks in the painting so that it looks realistic, um, it comes to life. The shine comes when we add other colors to the like we add surrounding colors to the painting. So let's get started. So I was starting to work on this area little by little. I am adding more and more details. Some details I have already added. So, for example, I feel this is little bit more developed. This I see needs little bit correction over here. This also needs more development. This needs development. So gradually I am developing each and every part of the shell, detailed part of the shell. It usually takes time for us to be able to gradually build the details and make them our paintings come to life. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm using two colors, Quin Scarlet and uh, Persian blue. Now, a few things as I looked at my painting, I feel this area. This area has gone too dark. Like the I don't want this area to go so dark. So I am just applying water right now, and I will wipe it off. So I am just showing that suppose we make mistakes, how we can correct our mistakes in watercolor. Working with watercolors, like a lot of people think that it is a medium in which if we make mistakes, we cannot do anything about it. But actually, that is not true. We can do quite a lot corrections in it. I think few years ago, the artist Jeff Kersey, I hope I am pronouncing his name correct. He um, he actually still has a post on his blog wherein he made a landscape scene, and he has added a figure to the landscape scene. After finishing the painting, he felt that he does not it was quite a big figure in the landscape, not a small figure, and he felt that he does not want to keep the figure in the scene. So, in his blog post, he shows how he erased the entire figure, which was almost in the center of the painting, and then corrected his landscape. So, I would encourage all of you, if I can write down the name of his name in the comment section, so that you can maybe search for his blog post, or let me see if I find the blog post. I will post it in our group. So it's just goes on to show that uh, it is like what I have understood, like learned, is it is not that the more experienced people don't make mistake. They also make mistakes. They have just learned enough to not be scared of them, and to knowing that it is possible to correct them. So my color has lightened quite a lot from here, but even if I want to lighten it further, I can use my eradicator brush. It will help me in further loosening the paint from this section. Okay, so sometimes we may have to work in two, three layers to, even though this is a small area, I just want to show this that no, we all make mistakes, and I will leave it alone after I have tried to correct it. See, I have erased more than probably I wanted to erase, but that's okay. Right now, this section is slightly damp, so I will not go ahead and touch this section, because if I touch this section, like if I try to paint on this section right now, the paper is damp, it is slightly weak, so my color will spread and it will not give me the desired, what I aim to do. So that is the reason I will just continue to uh, work on other sections. Leave it to dry, like give it some. We have scrubbed the paper, we have done some terrible things to this section of the paper, so give it some rest so that it can give it some time to recuperate from all the um, damage and all the um, scrubbing that it went through. So I will work here. Here, if you, what I'm doing is actually, if you observe very carefully the picture, see, we want to show, I want to give an impression that it is, this part is going inside. So, okay, let me see if I can adjust the camera a little bit more. Think somehow. I think now the light is. Give me some. Okay. Just give me one second. No, it's not working. Let me do it. Just give me one second. I want to just ensure that it's visible more clearly. Yes. So now I think it is more clear. There is more light in the. So what I'm trying to do is I am trying to just darken this layer. I use a tissue paper on the side with me too. So one of the important things which I feel a lot of beginners or a lot of new artists, they are not aware is that you have to control the amount of water that we are taking in the brush to the paper. So a lot of artists in general, they have like, now if you would have noticed, what a lot of professional artists do while they are painting is they would dip their brush and they would do like this. So what the reason why it is a good idea to wipe your brush here, because brush is acting like a spoon. So brush is acting like a spoon, which is taking moisture from our water container to the paint. So if I want a dark mix of color, so it is a good idea that I use take little less water on the paper. So it depends on how we want our end result to, um, how I want my, uh, like what is the outcome that I am looking for. So understanding about water control, that how much water needs to be taken in the brush, in what situation, it actually helps in working in the painting. So water, I would say, if you want to study, like if you want to improve colors, study more about water control um, in your paintings. So as I am painting this, I wanted to also announce that around first week of August, I will be launching my new batch of watercolors uh, painting. So in my new course, I teach a lot of things like composition. I teach how to click your own pictures. I even cover how to understand water control, because right now we are doing short demos, so it is not possible for me to show each and every thing in the demo, but I am trying to show as much as possible which is relevant to this demo. But if you want to study watercolor in depth, please feel free to connect with me. If you want to understand how you should click your pictures, how you should, which pictures are good for paintings, which pictures are not so good for paintings, what should you look out for, if you decide to use a picture, how can you change it, how can you change the background of your paintings um, to make them come to life. So, see, as I add darks, sorry, to the painting, the this shell, this part of the white, like the area where we want to make it more shinier, it starts coming to life. It starts looking shinier as I start adding more details around this part of the painting. Yeah. So, see, let's do these parts will almost more or less continue in the same way. I'm using my Queen Scarlet color, and see, pay attention to the edge of the, and pay attention to the edge. You want to say hi? Hmm. My son is here. Anna, ऊपर आओ, ऊपर आओ. Hmm? Okay. So let me change the camera back. हम्म ये दूसरा है बेटा. It's nobody is there right now.
को दिखने का दूसरा.
Okay, okay.
Ah, what's this?
Hmm.
What's this?
You can go and see Mama on YouTube also.
No.
Hmm.
We could the corner. We could the corner.
Hmm. So I am streaming this live on YouTube also. You can go to my channel on YouTube and see the same streaming video on YouTube also. So here it is little bit dark. So when we are painting with watercolors, it is essentially that we are painting with water and color. We don't directly use the colors. It's always a mix of water and color. It is this way different from other mediums. Let me zoom back in. Yes, he has gotten very. He's growing up. Today he's home. In the morning he had some uh, stomach ache or something. So he stayed back today from school. Otherwise, this time he's usually in school. So I am just see what I'm doing is corner around the corner it is dark. So I've put the colors in the dark, and here just what I'm seeing is just like where the uh, edge meets there is a slight small line which I am um, leaving. I think it's not visible so visible on the camera, but I have left a slight outline. I think now it's visible. I've left a slight outline. So I'm trying my when I'm painting, I keep on thinking which shape it is and how can I make it look more three-dimensional. See, now I will develop this little bit. See, there is a small, so there is a small line like this here, and I feel my color is darker than what I need. I will wash my brush and I will just spread it. It's not, no, it's so I can come towards the edge here. So the color here is very light. Same thing I will go do here. There is a slight gap in between all these folds or all these spaces. there is a, this shape is there, and otherwise I can bring my color to the edge. Here there it is slightly dark, and as I did it, so now the line is slightly more visible. The color actually leans towards blue also. It is slightly gray kind of color, so I will add little bit of blue to my mix. If I feel the color that I have taken has become darker than what I need, I immediately wash my brush and I just spread the color that I have. So, so this is very, very minute and detailed work. See all these areas. I will do one by one. There is a small gap between when one ends and other starts. Like there is a kind of a line. So I'm just leaving that gap. I'm using silver black velvet number 4 brush. These brushes are very good and I'm able to work in this tiny area also with this brush. So first time it's easy to first time creating the base for working on this section of the shell. Okay. So I will just show you how it's looking right now. So I will now gradually build up little more details into this section of the uh, shell. So I need to work on the details on these parts of the shell, and also now I need to add one by one. I need to add more details to this small section of the shell for it to start looking more realistic. I will not do more work on like here, because this area has is very very light. So unless and until like I can either lift color if by chance I feel it has gone darker. But see, when we started off, it seemed that this area is more dark than what it should be. But as we are developing, so sometimes we need to judge a painting as we develop the painting further. So as we are I am developing the painting further, we are adding darks to the painting. This area looks it is not looking dark. When all everything was white, this area seemed more darker than it should be. But so at that time I did little bit of correction, but I did not do a lot of correction, so that our um, my painting, like I don't want to make all the corrections or on judgment at the same time. Like I want to wait for the correct for I want to wait for the corrections to come through. So hi Patty, hi Sonali, hi Nidhi. So I just saw that all of you are here and watching my live video. So thank you for being here. And I like it's taking time. I'm working on it gradually, slowly. So um, please bear with me. I will gradually I will work towards completing the painting. And like we still need to work on the details of this section. I would try in the next section, I would try to cover at least the details of this section, so that since this part I've already covered, so that at least we will cover all the sections of painting this shell. So, thank you so much for all of you who are here, who are watching it live. Thank you so much for being here. And also, a big thanks to all the people who will be watching the recording. So, please feel free to leave your comments. And you can, if you want, you can put hashtag replay, so that because of your comments, more and more people will be able to view this video. So thank you so much, and I hope to meet you and see you next week. Let me switch the camera so I can see you. You can see me, and I am not able to unable to see you right now. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to meet all of you next time. And we will meet same time. I will be going live every week. Yeah. Bye. Thank you.